and welcome to the Claire Trevor School of the Arts at the University of California, Irvine. My name is Annelies, and I will be your unofficial tour guide today. June 17th of this year, I graduated from this very school with a bachelor's in drama. I'm an actor, among many other things, and I transferred here over a year ago to pursue my BA in drama, knowing nothing about this school. My one and only year here was spent learning new things about this place every single quarter. I hope that for this video is that if you're somebody who is going to be coming to the school, either as an incoming freshman or as a transfer student like I was, this video can give you some insight on this campus and hopefully make this place that will one day feel like home not seem like a foreign planet on your first weeks. This video is going to be coming from the perspective of a drama major, so I don't know every place on the Claire Trevor School of the Arts campus, but I do know a lot of places that are drama-centric that sometimes overlap with the other arts. So if you're somebody who is a upcoming student in one of the other arts disciplines, hopefully this video is at least somewhat helpful for you. And if you're somebody who does not fall under any of those previous categories, then I hope you enjoy this tour. Along with me is my wonderful camera person, one of my best friends here at Irvine, Alana Degan.
Hello.
She's behind the camera being a wonderful camera person as well as a wealth of knowledge about the school because she has been here twice as long as I went here. So she's got a lot of information. You might even see her in front of the camera during this video. But so thanks to Alana. Go check out her Instagram, check out her YouTube. So now that you know me, what we're doing, who the camera person is and all that fun stuff, let's get this unofficial, and I cannot stress that enough, unofficial tour started. So where we're gonna start on this tour is the Mesa Arts building slash parking garage. This is like a central piece, I feel like, of the arts campus, and I feel like it's also a good starting point because even if you don't go here, it's gonna be pretty easy to find. This is your parking structure. This is the best place to park. If you can get a parking pass here, park here. This building here is called the Mesa Arts Building. Now, I did not know that when I came here, and if it weren't for some lovely grad student telling me where this building was, I would have missed my first class. At the bottom level of this building is 125 and 129, and that's where some of your key classes are gonna end up being. So if you ever have something that says MAB, it's gonna be in this building at the bottom level. Another fun fact is the level that you drive in on this facing the campus side is actually level 2. We're on level 3, and then you have to go to level 1 to get to those classrooms. That's also where the counselors are too. I almost forgot about that. The academic advisors are in this building as well. Let's go to the main campus. Are you still filming?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. This is the beginning of the arts campus. You can see a couple of key buildings here, like Studio 4. You can also see the top of the XMPL / CAC / Contemporary Art Center. Some other arts buildings in Studio 5. But let's dive in.
Wow, Annelies, nice sunglasses. Did you get cooler on the walk over from the bridge?
Oh, it sure did, because I'm an anteater now, and I'm
not hard.
A cool guy. Okay, so we've made it on campus, and this here is Studio 4. There are two parts to it. There's this section here, which I guess they would call the acting studio. And then there's another part in the back that is the dance loft. In here, you're gonna have different classes if you're an actor, like acting classes. There's rehearsals in here. But if we go down in this direction, this is actually where you get to the entrance of your mega auditions. But this is gonna be the entrance to the megas. I did not know that when I had my megas and I was very lost. Anyway, let's go this way. So among other things like classes being in here and you have auditions and all that stuff, there are also extracurriculars that happen in Studio 4. There's things like 30 plays in 60 minutes. There's also teams like Improv Revolution and Live Nude People with Clothes On, Theater Walks, Brown Bag Theater Company, Black Door Theater, and Brick Theater Company, formerly known as LGBTQ+ Theater Spaces, all perform in here. It's a really great space that you're probably gonna see a lot while you're here. The next thing we're passing here on my right-hand side is the Contemporary Arts Center. Now this place frustrated the heck out of me because there are 3 names to it. The Contemporary Arts Center, which is beautifully decorated across the top. It is also known as the CAC, which is CAC, And then it's also known as the XMPL because there's a theater right there called the XMPL, which stands for
Experimental Media and Performance Lab.
Experimental Media and Performance Lab. And then in the CAC, there's a gallery back there, like it says on that wall. But then also up top, there are a whole bunch of like classrooms and rehearsal spaces and study rooms and all this stuff. I had a classroom on the 3rd floor and it was like CAC 3000. There is an elevator in here, by the way, and it does work.
Don't go in the elevator after 8 p.m. It won't.
That too. And then you have other rehearsal spaces. I was a choreographer for something that we rehearsed in here. I know Alana's rehearsed in there for different things. So you'll probably see this space a lot. But if anybody talks about the CAC, the XMPL, or the Contemporary Art Center, they're all the same. Now, if we're going across from the CAC, you'll see this building that is not really labeled well. And this building is Studio 5. Now, there's a whole bunch of different dance studios in here. So this space is probably gonna be important to you if you are a drama student because behind these 2 doors, there are another 2 doors, but the one directly behind it is Studio 5. It's an acting space, it's a rehearsal space. You'll probably be in here for some class for some reason. And then if you're a dancer, there's a whole bunch of dancing studios down here, but I've never been in any of them. Thanks, airplane. Just Studio 5, this building, Studio 4, the big, go away. You're getting closer, I need you to go farther. So Studio 5 is also home to different musical theater auditions, like I said, rehearsal spaces as well, but on your schedule, if you ever have a class in here, it's most likely PSTU like 1100, and Studio 4 just says Stu 4, so once again, doesn't really make sense, but hopefully that'll give you a heads up.
Where's Studios 1 through 3? Nobody knows. They don't exist.
But there's Studios A and B. There's so many questions. And then we have another Studio B. Oh, that's the same building. Yeah. Okay, this building here is the Art, Culture, and Technology building. That's as much as I know about it. I've never been in here. I think there's things that happen in here. I don't know. The door is like almost always open and they're showcasing something, but I don't know what it is.
This building has good bathrooms.
Ah, yeah. Oh, on the other side. Really
Yeah.
good bathrooms. So this point is a great transition because we have this wonderful street sign, but it's missing something really important, which is the Nixon Theatre. It is a hard little theater to find, and I'm gonna take you there now. Let's go one of the 2 ways you can get to the Nixon Theatre, and then I'll show you how to leave the other way.
Those signs didn't exist when I was a freshman.
Oh no. Nixon Theatre, upstairs. We're gonna go up the stairs on this side. There is an elevator on the other side. This is the Nixon Theatre. This is a very tiny little theater that is like a classroom style theater. So there's tons of things that happen in here, like undergraduate DCPs, auditions for DCPs, and DCP stands for Director Class Project. That's in this space. There's also acting classes in here, directing classes in here. This is a great rehearsal area because it's kind of a balcony to nowhere, so you're kind of just in front of the theater and that's it. This gets very bright, so if you have a class up here, you might want sunglasses. This room on your schedule will be SCS 272. I don't know why it's that.
Sculpture and Ceramic Studio.
Oh my god, that makes sense because the sculpture people are like right down there and stuff. Okay, but this is the Nixon. It's a beloved little space. We appreciate her. She's great.
Also, if you are a freshman living in Mesa Court in the arts dorm, which a lot of people are, it's not that purple building, but it's right behind it is where you will live.
Oh my god, so you're right next to the arts campus.
I left for at 7:55 for my 8 a.m. classes.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, this is new!
Oh, that is new.
Oh, that's nice.
Probably Jane Page is doing. Shout out Jane Page.
Honestly, shout out Jane Page. Both of the doors enter into the Nixon, but this is like the main door. And now we're going to be going down the other side where there is an elevator. Where there is a death elevator. This is the Nixon death elevator. I don't recommend it. Only do it if you really, really have to. So now that we've made it onto the other side of the Nixon, we're gonna head towards the center front, the other side of the arts campus. So this is another very central part of the arts campus. But let's go ahead and start here at the production office. This is where if you're a drama student, you will be signing up for 101s most likely, which are your drama 101 production units. There's probably a lot of other stuff that happens in here, like, do you know?
I don't know.
That's probably mainly
If you're a
it.
stage manager, you'll find out.
Oh yeah, if you're a stage manager, you're probably gonna be hanging out here a lot. This here is the graduate student lounge. We don't go there, especially
For grad actors.
It's for grad. So just as a quick point out, so you know where we are in perspective to where we previously were, here's the production office. We just came from the Nixon, and that white sign on those trees, the trees are in front of Studio 5. That white sign is that street post I pointed out. So hopefully you have your bearings as to where we are. So now that we've passed the production office, you will see the call board. Now the call board is a very important place for a drama student because this is where you learn about callbacks, auditions, cast lists, and anything else that's important to a drama major. You find out about things like honors and all that fun stuff, but call board, if you ever want to know any information about being a drama student on this campus, come to this blue board.
That's also where they put the sign-up sheet for a lot of things. So if you want to see a show and it requires a sign-up, like 30 plays in 60 minutes requires sign-ups to see the show, the sign-up sheet will be on the call board. Same with sign-ups for a lot of auditions.
And for classes too. Musical theater dance and musical theater singing have sign-ups on this wall. So I would recommend walking by this call board and just seeing what's on it every time you can. And then we can see this beautiful green building across from the call board, and this is called the Green Room, also known as Cyber A Cafe. So you might have people that call it Cyber A, you know that they're veterans of UCI. Otherwise, this is the Green Room. This is not your traditional green room as like a theater person. It's a coffee shop. So there's a microwave and there's places to sit in here and it's chill to do some work, but it's not like the green room to the theaters. It's a coffee shop called the Green Room.
There's also outlets in there.
Yeah, there's outlets, and then there's also all the sitting area that's stacked up in that corner right now. But this is a really nice place to come and sit and get some work done, or just hang out with friends. Now, we've got a couple important things right here. We're gonna swing this direction. Oh yeah, across from the call board, there's these stairs. That takes you up to some offices for teachers. I've only been up there like once. In this little nook over here, there's also some more offices of teachers, but we don't need to go over there. And this here is the Claire Trevor School of the Arts box office. Now this is where you can buy tickets to any of the shows that happen on the Claire Trevor School of the Arts campus, including dance shows, music shows, and theater shows, and I think probably other stuff too. But it's all gonna be at this one box office. So if you're picking up tickets for will call or whatever, that will all happen here. If you're getting any tickets for main stages, they're gonna be at this box office, but if you're looking at stuff for DCPs or independent projects, those are all free. And now let's go over to the big boy theater on this campus, which is the Claire Trevor Theater. This is the theater where, like, I would say the main stages happen, but that's not even correct. Main stages happen all over campus, but this is the biggest theater on this little island of the CTSA. There is another theater that we will be taking you to at the end, which is called the Irvine Barclay, but this is the big theater. This is where the musical happens at the end of the year. There's also things in this building like the Welcome Week meetings that you have for like transfer students or new students. They happen in this building. If you have any of your 101 classes, those will probably happen in this building because this is where a lot of the dance shows also happen. Now, if we move to the edge of the Claire Trevor Theater, we've got a cool thing like, is this an Oscar or no? Academy Award. Oh, and Claire Trevor's a person.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always forget that. That's Claire Trevor's Academy Award for her performance in Key Largo. Fancy. This is another entrance. Oh, these are good bathrooms. I like these bathrooms. Okay, so if we loop around the side of the Claire, we've got a couple of stairs. Now, I don't know if you see that building in the distance there, but that is Studio 4. Perspective. These are those little offices I was telling you that aren't really too key important, but now you know where we are. Down these stairs, which, I'm sorry, can we go down?
Yeah.
Once we go down these stairs, we've now made it to the side of the Claire and this big open courtyard thing. You got the French fry looking statue, and then we come up on the side of the Claire that you will probably be entering in if you have 101 classes. This is a big door that like opens up and stuff, and you'll probably be entering in the human-sized door. Okay, so this building here is the production studio. So you've got a production studio over here. On the other side of it is the prop shop. And then right here is the lighting building, which has lighting stuff in it, but I know it as the llama. I do not remember what it stands for. If I do, it'll come on screen. But that's the lighting stuff. We've got set building there. On the other side is prop design. And then this big building here is the Robert Cohen Theater. A lot of stuff happens in here. Do classes happen in here?
Yeah.
So classes happen in here. You also get independent things. You get DCPs in here. Sometimes shows happen. Like, it's a very versatile theater. It's kind of like a black box theater, so expect that on the inside. This is probably gonna be your main entrance to the Robert Cohen Theater, but like Alana was telling me that you might be entering in from different sides of the theater, just depending on how the show is set up. And also, to give you some perspective, here's the Mesa parking structure in the Mesa Arts Building. Now we know where we are. And next, what we're gonna do is travel off the beaten path, off the Claire Trevor School of the Arts campus, and we're going to go to the Intercollegiate Athletics Building. The reason why we're going to go to this little area, which isn't exactly on the arts campus, is because there is something called Shakespeare Shorts that happens once every other year. That happens in this little area that turns into a makeshift theater. It's really hard to find, and you might want to know where it is if you're going here. We've got the beautiful Peter the Anteater water tower, iconic. It's literally a hole in the wall, and when I went to see Alana's show that she did here, I had to have her send me a video that she made because it's so hard to find. And why is a theater show happening all the way in the Intercollegiate Athletic Arts Building area?
To challenge grad directors. That's actually why.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Yeah, because it's not a theater space, like,
nope,
at all. It just kind of does. It's very pretty over here. It's a nice path, but you would have never thought to come this way. There's also no signage. Ta-da! It looks like such a beautiful theater, right? Oh, look, Shakespeare Shorts.
Oh yeah, it's still there.
This is literally where it happens. Chairs are here, lights are hung in places. That little bridge is used as an acting space, and it's a crazy little area. But if you want to come support director class projects from the grad directors, Shakespeare Shorts happens here, and I think it's the only thing that happens here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So now we're going to leave the Intercollegiate Athletics Building and go to the Little Theater, which is another fun theater space that is not on the arts campus. Why? I don't know, but it's just not, and you're gonna go to the Little Theater alone.
I have an answer.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay, Alana has the answer. Hold on, give me this.
The Little Theater is not on the arts campus because it was actually UCI's first theater, and it existed before the arts campus did.
Wow! Take us there, Alana. Okay.
So you won't be coming this way very often, but if you have late night rehearsals at the Little Theater, you can park your car right over there.
Wow.
As long as you have a parking permit. Do not park without a permit. It's not worth it, I promise. So now we are approaching the Little Theater. To get to the Little Theater, you're going to want to go down these stairs right here. Okay, so here we are arriving at the Little Theater. The Little Theater, I believe, has 100 seats in it, and sometimes there are main stages here. Brown Bag Theater Company does a lot of shows here. This little board is usually used to display the headshots of people who are performing in the Little currently, but since shows don't happen that often in the Little, these can stay up for a very long time.
And then we've got one entrance over there, another entrance here.
When there is a main stage happening in the Little, if you're going to get tickets for that show on the night of, you would go to this box office instead of the main one on the arts campus. Ta-da!
She's cute. And then down this hallway, there is the green room and the dressing room to the Little, but you'll only need that if you're in a show.
Yep.
If you look over to that way, you can't really see it, but that is Aldrich Park, like the center almost of campus. Perspective. Now that we went to the Little Theater, we are going to go ahead and head back to the arts campus. So now, as you can see, we're now back at the UCI Arts Campus. And this bridge is fun. And when I say fun, I don't mean it because it's really wobbly, but something architecture, something.
It's earthquake safe.
Earthquake safe, there you go. So if you jump on it, it wiggles. It also wiggles when it's windy, and that's...
Or when there's just a lot of people walking on it.
Yeah, or there's a lot of people on it, and it's not fun. Okay, so here's a little perspective check for you. We have the Claire Trevor Theater right there. That's the other side of it. Now we're heading back. We can see the box office kind of in the distance. And then we've got this beautiful building coming up on our right, which will be here shortly.
So if you're trying to get to the little theater from the arts campus instead of from the Intercollegiate Athletics building, you would just take this bridge and continue straight all the way down the stairs.
Yeah! It's a straight shot from the arts campus, it's just not on the arts campus. So now that you can see, we're back in the center of the arts campus. We have the Claire Trevor Theater, we've got the box office, the green room, and then we have this lovely building right here called Winifred Smith Hall. Now this is a place where there are some shows that go on in there. Sometimes there's dance shows, there's music shows. Improv Revolution does shows in there from time to time. Music Theater 2, 3, and 4 happen in here and do like performances, but in here it's a lecture hall mainly. It kind of does look a little bit like a theater, but it also is set up very lecture hall, and in my opinion, it's the most like lecture hall type room on all the arts campus that I've seen. But it's a really nice space, I like it, but that's what this guy is. We got the green room, there's this university art gallery here. I have never been in there, but they're like almost always open, showcasing some sort of art that's going on with non-drama majors, like visual art majors, so that's cool. Check that out if you can. But now, oh wait, I almost end this. Oh. So we have the Winifred Smith Hall, and if you keep walking down this path, you can see we have an amphitheater here. Some shows happen here. At the end of the year, Improv Revolution does a water show traditionally, and that happens outside, and I assume a lot of other stuff happens out here.
I think the music department uses it more than we do.
Okay, but yeah, it's a nice little outdoor space. And then we have this area up here called the AMC, the Arts Multimedia Center?
The Arts Media Center.
Arts Media Center.
It's just one media.
Arts Media Center. That's upstairs. Fun fact for art students, you can get 10 free pages of printing a day. So if you don't have a printer, you can just go up here and get 10 free pages of printing every single day. Also, if you don't need all your pages, you can donate them so that way somebody who needs more pages can get those guys. Okay, so the next place we're going to go is once again off of the arts campus, and we're going to go to the Irvine Barclay Theater. Now this is a really big professional theater where tons of different stuff happens, including normally the first musical of the school year. A lot of stuff happens there. Sutton Foster performed there before, that's really cool. Tons of stuff, but it's very far from the arts campus. It's about a 5-minute walk, so what I'm gonna go ahead and do is switch over to my GoPro and do a little bit of like a time lapse. So if you wanna see the journey from the arts campus by the Winifred Smith Hall, from here to the Irvine Barclay, go ahead and keep on watching, and we're switching over to the GoPro. Okay, so we've made it in a stopping point on our GoPro journey because we're getting closer to the Irvine Barclay, but we also made another stop before we get there. And this is the new Swan Shakespeare Theater Festival. The theater gets built over there. I helped hang those lights this year, but it's all the way back there. Once again, not on the arts campus, next to Langston Library. But if you're going to see New Swan, it is down this way. So that's the New Swan Outdoor Theater. But if we flip around, we can see UTC, the University Center, where there's a whole bunch of like food and stuff. But behind these trees here, that's where the Irvine Barclay Theater is hiding. So this is the Irvine Barclay Theater. This is the big fancy boy theater where, like I said, the first musical of the year happens, other things happen. There's always like posters here showcasing things that might go on inside the Irvine Barclay. But if you ever have to see a show here, it's all the way out here. So some like identifiers might be the bridge coming from UTC, which is right next to Chipotle and Chick-fil-A. Then you also have the flagpoles right in the center. You have Langston Library, but that kind of gives you a little bit of a like landmarkers. Oh, there's also the hill back there, which is the bookstore. So if you're looking for this place and this video wasn't helpful, look for some of those landmarkers and you can probably find it.
It's also right next to the student center parking structure.
Huh. Okay, so now that we made it to the Irvine Barclay Theater, this is the end of this unofficial tour. I think we hit all of the key points for a drama major on the arts campus. They're mainly theaters and theater spaces. I hope this video was helpful for you if you're somebody who's coming to this school. I know I was looking for a video like this when I transferred in a year ago and I couldn't find anything like it, and I just ended up coming to school my first week not knowing this place at all and getting very lost and just feeling very lost. So I hope this video was helpful for you. If there are any questions that you have about the campus, please leave them in the comment section down below. I would love to answer any questions that I can for you. I was only here for a year, but I learned quite a bit about this place while I was here. And then I have wonderful people like the helpful, knowledgeable Alana helping me along the way and teaching me things on this tour as well. So that was really helpful. So if I can't find out the answer, I might have a friend who might have the answer. But otherwise, I think that is it for this video. Subscribe to my channel if you're new. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. And thank you so much for watching. Stay beautiful, have a marvelous day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!
Hooray!